Hello, learner buddies. Today's topic is the solar system. What is the solar system? How it works? How many components it consists of? And many more. First of all, let me introduce you in this topic. Who are you? You are none other than an astronaut. An astronaut who is actually go to the space and explore the things. So let's dive into the topic. First of all, in the introduction section, we all know that generally in the family, father is a head of the family. Also in the solar system, sun is the father because sun is present at the center and all the planets are revolving around the sun. So this is basically the sun with its all family members known as planets, asteroids, dwarf planets, comets and many more. We are going to discuss that one by one, so don't worry about that. But you have to remember only one thing here. Sun is a center and he is a father, and the 8 planets, majorly 8 planets are revolving around the sun. So this is our solar system. Now there are lots of things more which we are going to discuss one by one. Let's talk about the 2 types of planets. One is an inner planet and one are the other planets, that is outer planets. This is distinguished between the one factor, that is the asteroid belt, which is present between the Mars and Jupiter. So the first 4 planets are the inner planets and the other 4 planets are the outer planets. Let's talk about the inner planets. First planet, that is Mercury. This is the smallest planet in our solar system, and it is very close to the sun. It is the closest one planet that is to the sun by the distance. So this is Mercury. Now we are going to the very interesting planet that is known as the shining star. It is Venus. Venus itself is a white planet. It has thick and warm atmosphere. Due to the thick atmosphere, the Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. Now let's move forward to our Earth. This is a blue planet. Why it is called blue planet? Because the almost surface of the cover, the almost 70% surface of the Earth is covered with the water. So it looks like a blue from the space. So it is known as a blue planet. And we all know that Earth is the only planet who supports the life. So this is our Earth. Next, none other than it's Mars. Mars is a red planet. What is the red planet and why it is called the red planet? Because there are lots of iron components are present on the Mars. So this is like really red. And interestingly, just one fun fact in that inner planets about the Venus. Venus is a rising star. Venus is a morning star. Venus is a white star. So Venus is like a closest to the Earth. So it could be seen in the sky like a very beautiful and very bright star as well. So these all are the inner planets that is present actually in the solar system, in the inner part of the solar system before the Mars. These all are the inner planets. Now before and actually after the Mars asteroid belts, the outer planets starts on. So these are all the inner planets. According to their densities, they are having a thick environment. They are like in a red in color, and lots of things are happen in the inner planets, like a similarities are there. Now the next part is we can say that it's a outer planet. Okay, before that we have to only remind the one thing, that is Earth itself is known as a blue planet, and due to that thing Earth supports life. Only the Earth in our planet system are the planet which supports life, not other than Mars is known for an alien house now, because Mars actually have that capability and it have some indications that there is a life on Mars. We call it as alienated life. So yeah, there is not a proof, but we can say that. So now let's move forward to the outer planets. There are 4 outer planets. First one is a Jupiter. Okay, now Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Again, it consists of red spots on it due to the iron present here. These are the iron rich planets, so that's why red color is appeared on these planets. So that's not a big deal. But actually Jupiter has the largest surface area than any planet in the solar system. Now come to the Miss India or Miss World to the planet system. That is none other than Saturn. What is Saturn? Saturn is the most beautiful planet in our solar system. Why so? Because it has rings. And these rings are literally so beautiful, actually seen by the astronomical telescope. Noted. Astronomical telescope is a device which the persons are used to see the outer space objects. Okay, come to the point again. Saturn having a beautiful rings around the Saturn is the most beautiful planet in our solar system. Now how these rings form? Actually this is nothing but like a gas molecules or a dust molecules accumulated with each other and form the beautiful rings around the Saturn. Okay, now come forward to the last two planets in the solar system. That is the coldest planets known as, these are Uranus and Neptune. Uranus are actually a ice giant and these are having a tilts on its axis. What are the tilts? Like a waves in the ocean, similar kind of waves are appear on a Uranus, and actually it's an ice giant ball. And also the Neptune is like a very ice giant ball due to the fact that because the sunlight is not appear at the last planets, because that's a very far away from the sun by the distance, so sun's rays actually don't go to that particular planet. So these are ice giants. So there are lots of cold and windy environments. Like a furthest most planet is Neptune, and all these planets are also like the coldest known planet in our solar system. Yeah, one was introduced earlier, it was a Pluto, but then the Pluto actually recognized as a dwarf planet because its qualities and its description is not exactly to the planet. So the ninth planet, which we consider now as a dwarf planet, so at currently we only have 8 planets and lots of dwarf planets, asteroids, comets and any other things are in the solar system as well. So let's move forward to the another points. First is asteroids and comets. Let's talk about the asteroids. Asteroids are really a rocky material, like a airless remnants that left from the actually solar system. They formed from the solar system a billion years ago and typically found in the asteroid belt. I already mentioned that asteroid belt is actually separating the Mars to the Jupiter or the inner planet to the outer planets. So asteroids are actually present there. Asteroids are nothing else but it is the kind of a rocky materials that are suspending in the particular asteroid belt. Now let's come forward to the most beautiful but known as dirty snowballs. Why so? Then I'm going to discuss it. Actually these are comets. Comets are looks like a shooting star. Okay, tell me about one thing. Did you have any chance to just see the beautiful shooting star in your life? If not, I hope you will. So these comets are looks like shooting stars, but they are not. They are actually the celestial bodies having a long tail with a beautiful light. But this actually has made up of the ice, dust and rocky materials, and they're just shooting from one place to another place. These are also like comets, and this is known as the comets. Comets are different from the shooting star, but it looks so beautiful. These are also known as dirty snowballs because these made from obviously dust, so that's why. Now come forward to the satellite. Oh yes, this is the moon. Moon is a natural satellite of Earth. Now first of all, let me introduce you to what is the satellite. Satellite is the it could be natural or man-made. Satellites are like a small celestial bodies that are roaming around the planets. So our Earth only has one satellite, that is moon. The moon is a natural satellite of Earth. So if I talk about the size of the moon, it is a much smaller than sun. You can just imagine that moon is the beautiful scenery in the night sky. When you just go to see the sky in the night with a star, there is only one moon, small moon, as compared to the sun. Also, sun is somewhat far away from the earth as compared to the moon. So moon is actually this. Now moon is nothing else. It is again a rock smashed from the earth. When earth was formed a billion years ago, a small kind of rock piece actually left and get from the earth, and it forms the moon. It is moon was a part of earth at some point in the history. Okay, there is water on the moon. It is a very interesting factor. NASA and ISRO both were working upon the moon missions, and they found that yes, there is water on the moon, and they found it by the proof. So interesting thing? Not at all. This is a very common thing. The name of the moon of Earth is Moon. This is, oh my, yeah, this is a like a joke thing. But other planets have also lots of moon. Let's talk about the first Mars. Mars have 2 moons, that is Phobos and Deimos. Other planets like Jupiter has the maximum moons in the full solar system. Saturn also have moons more than 50. So yes, there are satellites, there are moons that are revolving around the planets, and these moons are known as natural satellites. Rather than these natural satellites, we also shoot up the man-made satellites on the sky as well. Okay, now I already covered the main topic. Let's talk about a quick review session of the class. According to you, what is a blue planet? Pause the video and give me the answer. Yes, it is Earth. Now the second question is, name the moon of the Earth. Again, it is moon. I already mentioned that. This is a jokes apart, but it is moon. Okay, now tell me, do you have any question? Pause the video and tell me, do you have any question? If you have any question, because this topic is so wide, so broad, that is not possible to cover it in a one single video of a 15 minutes. But yes, if you have any question, let's meet up in a next class in the regular classes and just comment below the video, so I'll just solve the question that you have. Now it's upon you that how you take the physics or astronomy. Now thank you for giving me the 12 minutes, and obviously I am giving you the subject of the most difficult topic in the physics. Yeah, I am going to teach you the science, which is the most important thing in the whole subject, which is really related to the life. So I am a person, I am a guide, I am a teacher who is going to give you a lecture of science related to the daily life examples. It would be more easy to understand everything. Now I have one question. Just wrap up the meeting, then afterwards I have one question for you. Just think about it. Why stars disappear at the daytime and why stars appear at the night only? In the day, why don't we see the stars in the day, not in the day? Now tell me about the answer in the next class. That's all for today. That's a wrap up. Thank you so much.